We're now going to look at section 02, the template tag. So if we go into VS Code and look at template 01 template, this is just to show that there is a tag called template that is rendered inert unless it's activated by JavaScript, and it can be used sometimes to make components or to, shall we say, hold the HTML and CSS for components rather than storing them in the components, and we'll have a look at that shortly. So if we open this up, we will see that this tag here is not rendered, and if we go to F12 and have a look at elements, we can see this template tag here is actually a document fragment, and it's not rendered at all unless it's activated. So if we go into 02 template loaded and we see our my component here, what we can see here is we can create our components in a slightly different way. We can obviously have our class here, but we can have our template and basically create an element and have any HTML in here. We can basically have this it creates a template, and then the template we can set the inner HTML with backstrings, so we can put our HTML here. And notice how here in the constructor we append the template, the content, the clone new true, which means it has a deep clone, meaning going deep into here rather than just a top shallow level, and adds it to the component. So let's have a look and see how that works. Open with live server. There we can see it. Again, if we go F12 and have a look at the elements into main, we can see the document fragment here, but we can see that it is rendered in the my component. So coming back here again, we can see that in the JavaScript, what we're doing is hello world from template loaded. When we come in here, there we actually see it. So there is, as we saw before, a fragment, but that fragment gets appended into the component in the constructor in this manner here. So rather than actually putting all the code within the component, you can create a template like this in your script file. So with that done, we will then gradually now move on to the shadow DOM, where the real functionality and power of web components come alive.